Hey there, Cedar Valley, I'm Mike Menon, and welcome to the newest edition of the Arts Overlook. Each episode we look at different arts and entertainment stories circulating around the Cedar Valley. This edition will preview the upcoming play at the Oster Regent Theatre, check out what went on at the Northern Festival of Bands this past month, and go behind the scenes of the Gallagher-Bluedorn Performing Arts Center before a big performance arrives. All this and more coming up next.
Art is thriving in the Cedar Valley. It's everywhere. But if you don't know where to look, you could miss it. This is your local arts perspective. This is the Arts Overlook.
The Oster Regent Theatre will be bringing more laughs to the stage with their upcoming play titled Unnecessary Farce. We spoke with those involved in the production to preview this comedy.
The Oster Regent Theatre is known for their high-quality plays and musicals. Their upcoming comedy titled Unnecessary Farce is no different. With lots of laughs and plenty of unexpected plot twists, you can be sure that this show is one worth seeing. The story starts off in two adjoining rooms in a cheap motel where two police officers, Eric and Billy, are sent to videotape a meeting between the local mayor and the town's accountant. The hope is to uncover an embezzlement scheme that the mayor is a part of. Things take an unexpected turn when Eric spends the night with the accountant, and things begin to unravel shortly after that. Billy is spotted by the mayor and eventually tied up by crooks. Now not only is Eric and Billy looking to uncover an embezzling scheme, but must also look to avoid Billy's eventual doom by the Scottish clan, a local mafia. Overall, the story has a lot going for it, and the fact that it's a farce should tell you that anything can happen.
Some of the humor is really over the top. There's a lot of slamming doors, people running around in their underwear for various reasons, which is always funny, people getting tied up and mistaken identities, mistaken circumstances, and so it's just a lot of fun.
Lots of slamming doors, lots of people falling down, flipping over, screaming, crying, so it's just silliness from beginning to end.
All that silliness has to be contained in some form, and that starts with the director, Tom Carlisle. Tom is a former UNI theater professor and brings plenty more to the table than just his directing skills. Because of the combination of experienced and inexperienced performers, Tom has the opportunity to teach as well as direct. Tom's style of directing, where he lets things happen, is very welcomed by his actors and actresses.
I love working with Tom. He kind of lets things develop organically, and then the real kind of, traditional directing starts. And I've really liked that process. It really helps you come to a natural kind of character.
He was an actor himself for a long time, so he is able to relate really well to us and to give direction in a way that allows us freedom to kind of make choices and discoveries on our own while getting the result that he wants with particular characters and actions.
Great directing and acting seem to go hand in hand. With Unnecessary Farce, it's no different. With experience ranging from professional to just doing a few theater productions, you get the whole spectrum in Unnecessary Farce. Greg Holt and Michelle Rathy lead this cast, with plenty of others looking to make a name for themselves. Tom Carlisle feels strongly about his cast in this upcoming comedy.
I've directed a number of plays here, and this is, I think, probably the strongest cast from beginning to end that I've ever had. I've got some experienced people, I've got a couple inexperienced people who are doing great.
So it's really nice to get that experience of getting to work with very talented new people, as well as people who have a lot of professional background, which challenges, I think, me as an actress.
Sometimes when you do something like this, you don't get everybody you want. I was lucky in this case and got all my first choices.
Unnecessary Farce will be shown on February 22nd and 23rd at 7:30 p.m., as well as a matinee on February 24th at 2 p.m. If that weekend doesn't work for you, you can also catch the show on March 1st and 2nd at 7:30 p.m., along with the matinee showing on March 3rd at 2 p.m. If you're interested in purchasing a ticket, you can do so by visiting their box office on Main Street between the hours of 1 p.m. and 5 p.m., or give them a call at 319-277-5283. If you're still on the fence about watching this hilarious performance, the cast can give you a few more reasons to check it out.
Not something that you get to see every day, and especially during these winter months when it's dreary and cold and we just want it to be spring already, this would be a really good opportunity to brighten your mood and laugh a lot.
You're not going to find any great meanings of life by coming to see this play, but what you'll find is, hopefully, is a lot of fun and escape from what's going on outside.
I think you need to come because it's not something that you've seen 100 times. There are a lot of comedies out there that are wonderful, but you've seen them performed 8, 9, 10 different times. This is one most people never have seen, and it has a humor that I think everybody gets.
Unnecessary Farce appears to be a show full of non-stop laughter, and if you have a free evening in the next few weeks, you should certainly look into purchasing a ticket.
Unnecessary Farce will be shown the last weekend of February and the first weekend of March. Be sure to get your tickets in advance for some outrageous fun. The Gallagher-Bluedorn Performing Arts Center here in Cedar Falls has been open since 2000, selling out multiple times because of the amazing shows that come through. You might have been to a couple of performances yourself, but let's take a behind-the-scenes look at exactly how these wonderful shows are pieced together. Gallagher-Bluedorn Performing Arts Center, located on the University of Northern Iowa campus, is one of the premier performing arts centers in eastern Iowa and has hosted an array of entertainment since it has opened in 2000, ranging from legendary comedians like Bill Cosby and the late George Carlin, to iconic musicians like B.B. King, Bob Dylan, and this year Willie Nelson, to professional Broadway musicals like Cats, Mamma Mia, Disney's Beauty and the Beast, and The West Side Story. With these big productions coming to town, you would think they bring their own staff and crew. But if you would be at the Gallagher-Bluedorn at 6 a.m. when these shows are loading in, you would be mistaken and realize that the staff and crew of these famous productions are assembled by none other than the students of UNI.
Well, for us, it's a great opportunity to kind of extend their educational experience. Most of our students are not theatrical students. They're actually from all walks of the campus. But they come here and they've either done community plays or they've done high school stuff, and they kind of think it'd be a fun aspect to do an extension of that. And it's a fun way to make a little extra cash for them here as a job. But overall, we hire students to do production work like this because it's part of our mission. It's the only way this building will actually work.
Not just students majoring in theater are hired at the Gallagher-Bluedorn.
Correct. Anyone that's basically, as long as they're a full-time student, they are eligible to work here. And like I say, we've got students from business, actuarial science, the theater department, biologies. We've got them from all walks of the campus.
The Gallagher-Bluedorn receives anywhere from 20 to 30 shows in a single season, and they have to make sure the load-ins are completed in a precise and quick manner while maintaining a safe working environment for every member of the crew.
The important factors are safety, making sure that the crew is safe, making sure the gear is hung appropriately and in place, make sure that the cast and crew are doing what they need to do to stay safe. Two, we have a hard deadline. The deadline is top of show at 7:30 or at 7 or whatever that go time is. So everyone says they have deadlines. Well, we have hard deadlines, and the fact that there are usually 1,600 people out here waiting for something to go on. And so we work in both those realms, speed, efficiency, safety.
The Gallagher-Bluedorn provides about 85% of the staff, and the production company brings in their people too, to make sure everything is completed in a timely fashion.
They all go into their specific areas, and the show provides one professional staff to go with each of the departments, and then our crew fills in and actually does the work. My audio crew, for example, they actually build the sound towers, they put the console in place, they do a lot of the wiring that requires it.
To make sure everything is coordinated correctly and kept safe, the Gallagher-Bluedorn provides at least 3 technical directors and multiple student supervisors to oversee every load-in.
During the load-in process, we kind of divide ourselves up into three groups to kind of watch over the group. Sandy kind of oversees the dock area and crew in and out, crew scheduling in and out. He keeps clipboards so we know what crew's in, what crew's out, so we can also keep a schedule. Chris typically works on, or Chris DeZika works with our electrics team, make sure that they get connected to our building. He also doubles as a rigger for us, so he's actually responsible for some of the heavy lifting that goes on upstairs. And then myself, I become a floater, basically keeping an extra set of eyes and ears on the deck, or on the stage, to make sure that the rigging is happening correctly, the fly rail is operating correctly, and that our crew is working effectively and efficiently. Student supervisors during a Broadway load-in like West Side Story, their roles really become what we call department heads. Typically they know a little more about the department they get put into, they know how the building works, so that's their role. When we have a smaller scale show in, student supervisors actually run the shows. They actually are in charge of making sure the audience is in their place, students is in their place, technology is in place, ready to go, and they actually run and call the show.
Make sure you keep an eye out for future episodes of Arts Overlook, where we will dig deeper about students' involvement during the actual production of these shows. The Northern Festival of Bands performed at the University of Northern Iowa from February 7th to February 9th. We had the opportunity to speak with the professor of the UNI School of Music.
Each year, the Northern Festival of Bands hits the University of Northern Iowa in February. Typically, you'll see over 250 high school students from over 40 schools in the weekend-long event. There are always different guest conductors from around the nation for the Northern Festival of Bands. This year they came from the East Coast. Joe Herman, director of bands at Tennessee Tech, conducted the Symphony Band, and Justin Mers, director of the Syracuse University Marching and Symphonic Band, conducted the Concert Band. The Festival of Bands is separated into two bands, the Symphony Band and the Concert Band, with the two bands having different age levels of students. The Symphony Band consists of high school students that are in their junior and senior year, while the Concert Band consists of students in their freshman and sophomore year. The percussion ensemble is made up of percussionists from both bands. This long-standing tradition of the Northern Festival of Bands dates back many years ago.
It started over 50 years ago. We have, I believe, the oldest honor band in the state here. And it started as an outreach opportunity to bring high school musicians in and allow them to see what it's like on a college campus and what opportunities they have to participate in music when they get to college.
However, the road to perform in the Northern Festival of Bands isn't an easy one. The first step is the application process, where the high school's band director nominates a minimum of 2 students. Generally, the Northern Festival of Bands selects over 250 students from over 400 applicants. Once the decision has been made on what students have been accepted into the festival, they audition for chair placement on the first day of the event. From that moment, the students get an opportunity to get a feel for music programs beyond high school.
They get to study with our faculty, with our studio faculty, and they get to play in a band under guest conductors. This year they're from Tennessee Tech and Syracuse University, so they get to play under some very fine guest conductors from across the nation. And they get to meet our students and be able to talk to our college students and kind of get a more clear picture of what it's like to be a college student.
Generally, this is an opportunity for high school students from all over the state of Iowa to see what the University of Northern Iowa music program presents. One of the additional events that the Northern Festival of Bands offers is the opportunity to audition for their solo competition. The winner will receive a music scholarship if they attend the University of Northern Iowa to pursue a music degree. That isn't the only type of recruitment the University of Northern Iowa is involved in at the festival. UNI students also perform in various concerts for high school students to see the style of music that is played at the next level. The chance to see what goes on in a music program and the college atmosphere really helps these students see what is available after graduation.
The students have master classes with our faculty. They have rehearsals with the band that they're in. And we have our own students perform for them. We have our Wind Symphony and Symphonic Band, which perform on Friday night. And we have smaller chamber groups of UNI students that perform during the day. So not only do they get to play and study with our faculty, but they also get to see some performances of students.
Many UNI School of Music students are at the event the whole weekend to assist students and faculty wherever they can. From helping with registration to simply offering advice to any interested high school student, you can expect that UNI School of Music students will do their best to accommodate the next generation of college musicians.
The UNI students help with auditions, and they help with registration and serving refreshments and snacks, and they help in master classes, and they're pretty much here with them from the time they get on campus Thursday until the end of the day on Saturday. So they get a lot of time to interact with our students here at UNI.
The Northern Festival of Bands is a great opportunity for high school students to network with other students, as well as take a glimpse into what the future may offer. It is also a chance for music enthusiasts to witness a set of top-notch performances at a variety of levels. For more about the Northern Festival of Bands or any other events that the UNI School of Music offers, visit their website at uni.edu/music.
The UNI School of Music is always working hard to deliver high-quality performances for the public. Be sure to keep an eye out on their calendar to take advantage of those shows. That's all we have for you on this edition of Arts Overlook. I'm Mike Menon. Thanks for watching.